Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is now time for your favorite charity-based podcast, A Mile in Your Shoes, with your host, Wedge Stevens! Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for your round of applause. I need to make sure I stop this time so we don't go 4 minutes into it with a lot of applause. Hey, my name is Wedge Stevens. I'm your host. That's what they call me anyway. And I'm here to help you today with a beautiful day of Mile in Your Shoes podcast right here in Dance Garage Studio, which I forgot to say in the opening. What a ding-dong. It's like I'm not prepared. I know it's been about 5 weeks since we've talked to each other. How are you doing? Is life okay? You still feeling single and sassy? No? Okay, well, great. Well, we had that moment. Hey, I'm glad to see you guys again. Thank you for watching, because really, honestly and truly, without you, none of this happened. So appreciate you all very much. Hey, make sure you go ahead and like us and subscribe and all that, but really, really, really share it with everyone, right? That's the only way we're going to grow our fan base, because unless you got money to pay for advertising, I'm plumb broke. So there's that. So make sure you share with everyone on the YouTube, on the Tweety, on the Instagram, which I don't even know how to use yet. You would think that I would, but alas, I don't know what I'm doing with the Instagram. My tie is really weird today. I like it a lot. If you look at it, ooh, yeah, it's kind of hot, but it's like I tied it weird, so like it has like two legs, like and they keep crossing themselves. Like that's like they're not a nice lady because they don't like to cross their legs. It's like sitting there split open like they're Sharon Stone in that Basic Instinct movie. Like we don't need that kind of vulgarity on this show, don't you think? We are a classy, upstanding show with no filth and degeneration at all. I mean, whatever. I almost believed it myself. It's not true. We have no class or indignation. We believe in just being who we are. So, hey, 2 minutes, we're still clowning around. Hey, do you guys know, remember I was talking to you about the as the car wheel turns last time? I got to tell you this really weird story. I know I have an amazing guest who we're filming in Dance Garage Studios in Cedar Rapids. But I have to tell you, I have never experienced this like I've experienced this lately. I had a car that I traded into a car dealership 12 years ago. 12 years ago. And I got this letter saying it's been impounded in Utah and I'm on the hook for it. I'm like, wait a minute. That can't be true. I gave that car away 12 years ago to the car dealership. My point being, when you trade your car in, make sure they take it out of your name. Otherwise, you get a letter saying that you've impounded a car in Utah that you're now on the hook for. I have to go all the way out to Utah to fix this up. This is crazy. How does these things happen? Only in my life does. In fact, hey, let's do that. Let's make this a Twitter contest. Hey, if you've ever had this happen to you, I want to hear your story on Twitter, and I'll send you a high five. I don't yeah, you tell me your embarrassing story. Not embarrassing, not your fault, not my fault. That's the bad part of it, is I didn't even do anything wrong. If I was to walk around naked or something, I'd pay that penalty, right? Like, I know I'm walking around naked, that's fine, it's whatever. No, I didn't even create this mess, and I have to go clean it all up. Whatever. At least I get to hear some good jazz. That's what they tell me in Utah. Jazz and salt, I guess, is what's out there. Oh, and the Provo, the Cougars. Yeah, I don't know why you name your team after a bunch of 50-year-old women chasing 22-year-olds, but hey, whatever, man. More power to you. You guys are crazy. Go Cougars. I mean, I dated one. It's fine. Whatever. That's a story for another time. I know we got a lot going on today. So if you want to contact us and reach us, you go ahead and do thesexyogre@gmail.com. I always forget about the boards over here. As well as if you want to get on the Twitter, you can flip this over here, and you find us at that Twitter, A Mile in capital U, capital R, Shoes. And that's how you get a hold of us on the Twitter for all the contests and stuff that we do. It's pretty amazing. Hey, speaking of all that, since I got the camera flipped around, want to let you know that our secret word of the day is promoted by Locker Room Legends, lower level of Lindale Mall. Dan is amazing. Truly amazing person. I really love him. He's great. Make sure that you check out for any of your sports memorabilia needs because they sell the genuine article. Sports memorabilia is one of the most counterfeited products out there. Make sure you know what you're buying. I know that everyone's like, well, it's always a little pricey. Well, yeah, you're paying for the security of knowing that it's your stuff, like it's actually signed by them, right? Who knows? If you go down the road to Joe Schmo's, I could have signed that baseball. I could be Hank Aaron. We are very similar, Hank Aaron and I. You know, one is a world-class baseball player who hit 715 home runs and all that, and the other one is me. So there you go. We're the same. We're the same person, despite him being black and me being white and all that. Yeah, and he's Hank Aaron, and I'm not. All right. And we've been clowning around for 5.5 minutes. We need to get to our guest. We have our secret word of the day presented by Locker Room Legends. Let's go ahead and put their logo back. I know, it's like I've been drinking coffee. I'm so hyper right now. Locker Room Legends, lower level, Lindale, Mall. Oh, I've got chubby fingers. I can't get it out of the way. There's their phone number, all the good stuff. If you need to get a hold of them, you can get a hold of them all those fantastic ways. And if you want to get a hold of us, if you want to be on the show, make sure you come and check us out, Mile in Your Shoes, wedgestevens@gmail.com, and all of that fantastic goodness and all that. All right, our secret word of the day is George and Chili. That's right. There it is for you. Fantastic. We have the secret word of the day. If our guest says that, she will win a fantastic prize. Now, before we bring her out, I just want to go ahead and do a quick introduction, and we'll flip the camera back around so she can do her grand entrance. Are you ready back there? Sure. All right, fantastic. My guest today is a delightful human being, someone I've known for about 255 years by now. She's a professional hard worker. She is a wonderful person. She helps people of all sorts of ages and everything, and she likes to dance. Please welcome, full and truly amazing, tall drink of water friend, Cassandra Laws. Yeah. Oh, hey, that was good. Yeah. Oh, look at that, a little twirl.
Okay.
Are you gonna come stick your face in the camera this time or no? No sticking your face in the camera today?
No.
Well, how are you today?
I am good. I'm good.
Yeah?
Busy.
Why are you so busy?
We're celebrating a birthday.
Well, celebrating a birthday?
Yeah.
Say it's not so.
Yeah.
What birthday are you celebrating? Are you
Dance Garage's birthday.
Dance Garage's birthday?
We're a whole one.
Yeah. 1 years old.
Yeah.
So you don't really know you don't even know what cake and ice cream and presents are at 1 year old. You won't understand all of that.
No, that's why we have them for you.
Oh, you have presents for me?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, they'll be seeing this late tonight, early tomorrow. So
Today.
It'll be tonight. Yes. Please come tonight.
Yes.
At what time?
4 to 6 is the open house.
Okay.
And that's where we'll have the cupcakes and the prizes and the games.
Okay.
And then at 7, we're going to dance.
We're going to dance.
What
kind of dancing are we going to do? A little
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. When I dance, I like to change my name. I'm going to be Banana Mechanic.
That is an option.
Is that?
It is.
Great.
Yes.
That's my new dancing name.
Yes. We're going to review the dances that we've been learning for the last 3 months.
Ooh.
So hip hop, belly dancing, cabaret, and burlesque.
It's very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that.
No, but you are and have been agreed to be our MC. So I'm very excited and thankful for that.
I don't know how to rap.
Well, it's a good thing you just have to talk.
Ooh, I don't know how to do that either.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
Know how to do that.
No.
Hey, I want to help get the ball started. How much are the tickets for tomorrow?
$700.
Nah, $700. It's gonna be hard to get anyone in the door. That right?
No, we're a whole $5.
$5 whole.
$5 whole.
All right. Oh, I left my wallet over there. So I'm gonna give you $30, and I will buy the first 6 tickets.
All right.
And you have to use the word "sexy ogre" to get them.
Sexy ogre it is.
Yes. So there they are. First 6 tickets. I've purchased them. And if anyone comes in, what's that? Oh, there they are. Well, there you go. I give you 6 tickets.
Thanks. Is that because I said sexy ogre?
Yeah, you get all 6 tickets.
Is this like Beetlejuice where you have to say it so many times?
No, it's because I'm the sexy ogre. Brad Pitt'll never be, but I could have had Fiona had I gotten to her first. So there you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to film in your lovely studio. Everyone who comes in loves it. It's very nicely decorated. I like the tombstones.
Those are for the show tomorrow.
It's like
Tonight.
it's like
Whenever
death
you get here.
It's like death is closer than you realize.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. They're over there. Except for you didn't use mine,
I know, I'm sorry.
and I'm very disappointed in that.
Yours
I thought
was-
we were friends.
I mean, nobody can see them, so they don't really know what we're talking about.
No, it's true. They can't. Yeah, they'll see them tomorrow night.
When you come.
When you come, you'll see them over there. It's beautiful. I know you want to know what's
I
in the
do.
box. I'm gonna make you wait.
I figured.
Well, I'm really excited about this. I've been keeping the secret from you for 6 weeks now. That's really hard for me.
It is.
I bought my son his birthday present, almost gave it to him the same day I bought it for him.
It's your birthday.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But here, you can have a present. So, all right. So, life treating you okay?
I mean, it's busy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What all are you doing besides your birthday party for here?
So I'm a pediatric occupational therapist.
So you help young people get jobs.
Why does everybody think that's so funny?
I think it's funny because it's my joke. But. All right. So what does a pediatric occupational therapist do?
Okay, so occupational therapy in general helps people from birth to death get through their daily activities.
Okay.
So redefined occupation as your daily activities. And if you go through your entire day, I bet you can list 100 easily. So it's my job to then help anybody within that age bracket get back to or even learn the skills to do simple tasks through your daily routine of getting up, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, being able to sit and attend at school.
Where were you about 20 years ago for me?
You know what's really funny? The 80s kids didn't really get a whole lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
But I'm a 70s kid.
Oh, well, you didn't get attention either.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you just had to sit and listen. But sensory integration is what I do, and that's really foreign to a lot of people, even though everybody experiences it.
So what does sensory integration mean? Since you brought it up.
Since I brought it up. It's your body's ability to take in information, make sense of it, and react accordingly.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, so it's your sight, sound, taste, touch, movement. I'm sure I missed one in there. But all of that is constantly being processed. And if you have any sort of sensory sensitivity, you can avoid those things or hyper react to those things, which causes like the kids can't stand in line and like get accidentally bumped, and then they turn around and like punch their friend. You're like, whoa, that was a large reaction. And they're like, yeah, he pushed me. He didn't push you. But those kinds of reactions where you're like, that was a big reaction to a small problem. And so we work on that a lot.
Okay.
So I do that during the day,
All right.
and then I come do this at night.
No, that's not all you do because you're number 6 in the world in aquatic therapy.
You just think that's the goal.
I do. Okay. Who else do you know in your own life is number 6 in anything in the entire world?
I guess I don't know.
Exactly. If I was number 6 in farting in the world, I would own that.
Okay.
Jake has got that one locked up, I think.
I think you would have had to been the 6th human.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on what I eat in the day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, since you brought up a coaticist, I
Yes.
will explain
You should
what
talk
that
about
is.
that as
Yes.
well.
So that is a tool that we use for therapy. So it's basically the best sensory rich environment that you can use that helps the body know where it is in space, because the water has so many amazing properties that help with knowing where your boundaries are and being able to float or sink, or working on breath holding or breathing properly, or strength and conditioning. And so it's pretty cool.
What got you into that?
When I was a student, I worked for On With Life in Ankeny, and we got to take the individuals there who were struggling with brain injuries to Child Servant Johnson. And they had a pool that we used, and when we did it with like the stroke victims, their ability to move was night and day difference. So if you know me, you know I like to dance, and so like anything that has better fluid of motion is amazing to watch. So when you take somebody who's struggling to fight gravity to do their activities and you put them in water and you're like, whoa, the motor plan is there and it's so beautiful, and the water helps that. So when I got to do it there, it was just a bonus, a perk to being a student. You're like, I get to do all the extra fun things because you could experience things as a student. And then when I got to Whitwer, they didn't have an OT in the water. And I said, pick me. I would like to do that. Please pick me. So just kind of.
Here you are.
Yeah.
What got you into occupational therapy to begin with? Like what made you pick that as your career path as opposed to being a stripper?
Well, I don't know if you've ever done pole dancing, but it is hard.
I have not, but willing to try just about anything.
Yeah. It's hard.
Is it?
You have to have a lot of upper body, and trust me, I don't.
I used to work in a strip club, and one of the girls that worked there, she was actually on the cover of YMCA magazine, which I thought was hugely ironic because it's supposed to be the young men Christian whatever, and here's this girl who dances is on there. She was a lovely person, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, but she said that that's what she did just for extracurricular workout.
Yes, it's a good one.
She was shredded. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I don't do that.
Because it's a workout?
No, because I don't have any upper body strength.
Oh, well, do that for about 3 months. You'll get upper body
Okay,
strength.
I'll see what I can do.
There you go. All right. Make some money on the side, too. You get paid to work out.
I don't know about that part of it. But I do think there is a pole dance studio coming to Cedar Rapids.
Is there?
Yeah.
Did you open it?
I did not.
Oh, you should have.
I mean, as many things as I do.
Yeah, I know.
Might have the extra time on the side to do that. But no, I can't think of what the name is of it right now. So I'll figure that out.
Well, how about we go back to the original question of what got you into occupational therapy?
Yes. Okay. So that's a long winding story, which most occupational therapies have.
Okay.
So I am from a small town, and I knew teaching and daycare if I wanted to work with children. And I did not want to do either of those things. So I was like, just be a cosmetologist, because that also doesn't work with children. But I really like working with my hands, and like the thought of massage and being therapeutic that way was interesting too. So then my mom was talking to somebody who recommended pediatric physical therapy. And I said, cool, what's that? And so then I went and observed the physical therapist in the small town next door. And I was like, hi, you don't really see kids, but like, what do you do? You know? And so I watched him for a while, and then I kept watching physical therapists, and I was like, I could do that. Okay. Yeah. It was a combination of the massage piece with hopefully getting to work with children somewhere down the line. And so I spent most of my, I went to a 2-year school and got my certified medical assisting, because I figured if I was going to do school, I was going to have a job when I was done. And that way, if I jumped into a 4-year and I was like, no, I would still have a job. So I did my 2-year. I really liked it. But I was still motivated to go do the pediatric physical therapy. So the whole time I was at Iowa in undergrad, I was observing all the PTs. And the more PTs I met, the more they kept telling me I was an OT.
Wait,
and I was like,
so you're a Hawkeye?
Go Hawks!
We can't be friends anymore.
We've been friends for 200 million years or something like that.
200, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So I think you're going to be okay.
I don't know if that's true. I feel heartbroken already.
So
Actually, I have nothing really against the Hawkeyes. I just like to tease the Hawkeye fans because they're obnoxious.
I'm not.
You're a little obnoxious at times. Not about football, but about life. Anyway.
As are you, my friend.
No, we've already clarified this on the show. Had you been watching the show, you would have already known that I admit to that.
I watched the show.
All 7 episodes?
No, I watched 2 of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so go ahead. So you were at University of Iowa.
Yes. Okay. So the more PTs I met, the more they told me I was an OT. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So they took me from just outpatient physical therapy and threw me into the burn unit. And that was a night and day difference of what you can and can't do as far as function. It was so eye-opening and illuminating to like the full scope of all the things we do as therapists. And so really there is where they really kept saying it. And so they're like, just go observe OT today. And so I did, and they were doing like bathing. And I was like, what? Why? What about me is like, you should go bathe people. I was like, that's weird. And then I asked more questions, and then I was also observing pediatric physical therapy, and they kept telling me I was an OT, and I was like, okay, can I see an OT, please? And so I did that, and I was like, okay, all of this makes way more sense. And then my best friend at the time told me that I should really look at it, especially because I didn't get into PT school. And I was like cowering in the corner, like thinking, now what am I going to do with my life? Woe is me. And she's like, no, for real. Like your picture should be next to the definition of OT. And so I read it and I was like, fine. Okay. So I think what made the difference between PT and OT for me is you get to bring in your creative side, and you are really focusing in on what you're doing versus like how do you get there. And it's more social emotional based versus just physical, which I mean you're a whole person when you come to therapy. It's not like we're like, okay, you turn that part off, we're gonna work on your arm now. But I get to dive more into those pieces as an OT versus a PT. And so it just was a windy path. And I even spent a year as a medical assistant. So I got to use that at ortho at the U. And I got put on the hand team, which was kind of cool because...
The hand team?
The hand team.
What does that mean?
They're the ones that do any injury repair to the hand, the upper body. That was cool. I really did like being a medical assistant. I got to like remove stitches and draw blood, and as part of ortho, I also got to do casting, which was really cool. So I felt like every piece of my 8 years of school, and then the year that I took off, and then it just was on purpose to lead me to here. Here we are.
Here you are.
Here we are.
And you love your job.
I do. And, but fun fact, I didn't love school. So,
I mean, who really loves school?
So when I was in it, I don't know. The people that are really good at it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it.
So, when I was an undergrad, I was like, okay, I can only do so many science classes. So I started taking dance classes just to dive into the creative side too. And I ended up with my dance minor.
Oh, speaking of which, we didn't say what charity we're trying to help out today. What charity did you see? Now, here's the thing that people are like, wait a second, where's the wheels? The wheels are gone today because you're using the one to do your thing for tomorrow.
I am.
And then the other one is the charity wheel, but you already had a charity that you wanted to help out. So I was like, well, what's the point spinning the wheel for the charity when we already know what charity we're going to help out? So go ahead and tell me what charity you're going to help out today.
Dance marathon.
What is that?
So
do you run 26.5 miles while dancing?
That would be really impressive.
It would be really cool.
Super impressive.
That's a new version of it.
Actually, the word marathon kind of turned me off, but I was like, dance. And then there was pictures of kids, and I'm like, I need to know what that is. So when you go to, I'm assuming any college, but when you go to Iowa, they have this like volunteer fair and like all these things that you can go get involved in. And so a group of us went, and that was the first thing that jumped out at me. It was a black and white poster with lime green writing. It's a dance marathon. And I walked up to the booth and I was like, hi. So awkward. I like to dance. And they're like, great. go you. And so I was like, but what is it? Because that sounds terrifying. And they were like, so for 24 hours, you stand and dance to show the kids that are fighting cancer that we can endure one day of pain to their lifetime of what they're going through. Wow. And we raise money to do that. And I spent 4 years doing it. Started as a dancer, went to a captain's assistant, dance captain, and then I was the volunteer organizer. I organized over 200-300 volunteers.
Wow.
So it was a really cool part of going to college, was like getting involved in that kind of group. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, I just really want this?
No, never.
You mean this show isn't something you just really want?
No, this just totally just poof out of nowhere and all that.
Okay, so you get that feeling is the point. Sarcasm not needed.
You are very needed. I need more of you.
You're welcome.
I need more people in this chair on a continuous basis.
We'll see what we can do. So when I was in Dance Marathon, when it came time for me to apply to be a captain, I was nervous, as I am. And as I was doing the tryout, essentially it was a tryout, because they needed to see your energy and like how you work with other people and those kinds of things. And they literally ask you to dance, and then you have to pick a card off the table. And I was like, this is so weird. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done. And the card said, if you had a stripper name, what would it be and why? And I said, oh, this one's naughty. And they're like, oh, what is it? And I said it, and they're like, oh, that's not the naughtiest one. I was like, oh, you're a fun group of people.
Ooh, so you like naughty things, do you?
I mean, why not?
All right.
So
That'll come into play later.
Okay.
Not in the way everyone thinks. That sounded really bad. No, you'll understand later in the show what I mean.
Some name.
Oh, I totally derailed it. All right. Yes, the name. The
name was Sugar Sugar Cocoa Puff.
What?
Sugar Sugar Cocoa Puff.
That was your stripper name?
Yeah.
No, that's terrible.
They loved it.
Did they?
They loved it so much I didn't have to tell them why.
Okay, Sugar Cocoa Puff. All right, tell me why. Why Sugar Cocoa Puff?
It was the first thing I thought of.
There's no that's it. There's no like hidden meaning like, ooh, I really like cereal and I'm full of energy.
It was the song.
No. Well, that's sad. All right. I thought there was gonna be a little more to it, but
What was the song?
I don't know. What?
You don't know the song?
No. Do you know, you've known me for how long, right? What do I listen to?
Okay, but you also have a random 2 seconds of that song. I have the answer. Brain.
That's the autism.
I mean, that's not false.
I mean, people are like, you're not really autistic. Hang out with me for 10 minutes and you'll pick up on it.
So that's really interesting too, though. Not to totally go off of what we were talking about. Dance Marathon, let me finish, and then we'll go back to autism life. So it happens once a year, but it's ongoing. Mm. So our group was the first group to raise over $1 million, which was that was really cool.
That's
so
huge.
now they're raising like millions of dollars because they're amazing. And I think I just read it. Nope, I'm not going to quote that. We're well over 25 years of doing it. And the people that started it were just very passionate, and they've made it continue. And it's really cool. So if you are not busy during February Life, it's at the first weekend of every February. And then you'll often see canners around town asking for money that way. And I don't know what they did during COVID or anything, but...
Do you have to I almost feel like you have to train your body a little bit. 24 hours of dancing is a long time.
So I went in blind. I was like, okay, I went to the meetings, and you really don't know what to expect, but there's constant music, there's games, depending on what level you're at, you can go hang out with families and stuff like that. And then they give you short breaks, like where you can go get food, or they have massage for your feet. So like there's ways to go and give yourself a break. But by the time you get to the 24 hours, you're like, yep, that was worth it. So it was definitely a big part of my college career. And I still go and support it as much as I can.
What time of the day do you usually start this thing?
It starts at night.
Okay. That seems dangerous. You have people go in all like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. And they dance for 24 hours. And then you have all these zombies coming out. I'm going to go drive my car now. You know what I mean? Like, that seems precarious.
I'm guessing most of us walked to our dorm.
Well, I guess that stumbled to your dorm.
Which is different than any other college night.
Yes. College kids would never go and get drunk or do anything. I went to seminary, so we never got drunk either in seminary college, ever.
How many fingers are you crossing behind your back?
None. I don't want God to strike me
None.
the lightning bolt. God did tell me no, though. He's like, nah, this isn't for you, man. And then me and him haven't talked in like 8 years now. Something like that. No. Yeah, about 8 years.
Relationships are funny things.
Yeah. How many have you had in your life?
Yeah.
Are you currently married? Do you have any children?
No.
You do too. You have children.
Well, I mean, I see children on the daily.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, are you talking about my kitties?
What are their names?
George and Jilly Bean.
Oh, you win a prize! Secret word of the day, George and Jilly. What a great thing. So our friends at Copyworks made these for me because, as you know, this is not the only project I tried launching. I have another photography project I'm trying to launch. And you, my friend, were my first model without knowing that you were. Yeah, look at these. Aren't those great? Oh, yeah. This is like your favorite.
The hair flip one.
That is your favorite.
It
So
is.
what we're going to do is you can have those, or you can sign them and try and raise money tomorrow at your studio thing.
Oh.
Whatever you want to do. Those are for you, though. I like this one. This is my favorite, with you, like your sassiness walking towards me in the silhouette and all that. But I feel like everyone should have the ability to feel like they're sexy and beautiful and wonderful and all that. And so there you go, my friend. You're worthy of all, and you're quite the catch being single and all that. Guys or ladies, come and check her out. She's an amazing person.
I thought you were videoing me when you did this.
No.
So when it ended up being photos, I was so excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair flip one came out really good.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Who knew a trip to Milwaukee would produce so many positive results? Got to meet Steve Byrne. I got to make a fool of myself in front of him. We got to go see the Milwaukee Brewers play and launched the idea of getting Bob Uecker on here because I never put that. I really, really want Bob Uecker on here. Thinking about his life and coming up in the majors when he did, just coming up when the color barrier's coming down, and how the locker rooms changed, how the atmosphere changed. I mean, I really want to talk to Bob Uecker about all of that. I don't think anyone's ever talked to him about like his career in that sense. Plus, he got choked out by Andre the Giant.
That okay.
Yeah, it happened at WrestleMania 3 on camera.
I only really know him from Princess Bride.
Bob Uecker? He's not in that movie.
Yes, Bob Uecker. Obviously, that's who I was talking about. Not the giant man.
No, there was a giant man. Actually, I was at the 5 Seasons Center the night he got arrested.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually across the ring. I saw him. He got beat by the and actually Bobby the Brain Heenan talks about this incident in the documentary The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior from WWE films. And Bobby Heenan was telling the Warrior, go easy with Andre. Like, he's not who he used to be. You need to slow down and whatever. And Bobby Heenan tells the story way better, but I'm going to tell it anyway. And so he like went out one night and beat him in 30 seconds flat and ran out. And that was the night that he was in Cedar Rapids. He beat him in 30 seconds. And basically Bobby went over to Andre and it's like, hey, are you okay? And Andre just kind of, and then he attacked this guy who was, didn't attack him, but he tried taking the camera away from this guy who was told not to record the match because they didn't want Andre to appear weak. Like, that was part of the whole thing, but he still recorded it anyway, and Andre saw him and wanted to get the camera back. Anyway, so Bobby goes on to say that the next night, same thing happened. He goes to the Warrior, slow down, like, take it easy with Andre. He's fragile, and Warrior did his thing and beat him in 30 seconds and hurt Andre again, and Bobby Heenan goes to Andre, you okay? And the third night, the Warrior came off the ropes to do it again, and Andre just stuck his fist out and knocked him out cold. It's like,
We're not doing this again.
I'm done with you. You've hurt me too many times. It's over. And so that program quickly ended after that.
I mean, listen.
Right. Like, professional wrestling's an art and a beautiful thing, but it's a show, and it's dangerous. It's not, people say it's fake. It's not fake. Like, they're not choreographed, but they know the results, but they don't know what's going to happen in the ring, why it's going on. And it is dangerous, and there are things that happen. People do get hurt. And if you're trying to minimize that risk, and people are like, hey, slow down because you're hurting me, and you don't do it, whatever happens is what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you went to one of those wrestling things with me in Kentucky.
I did.
Which leads me to this point of, you're a fantastic painter. How did you get involved in painting?
That was...
Well, because you painted that thing for Billy Gunn.
I did.
That was that was a crazy night because Billy looked like he could have cared less about being there until you gave him that picture. And that seemed to, like, change his attitude totally.
It was really cool. Okay, so find yourself somebody that you can travel with. He's a good traveler. Because it's a good time.
Well, we haven't gone to that many places as platonic friends.
Okay.
Your next prize says differently.
Okay. But no, find yourself a good friend because they take you on adventures. So this was one of our first adventures, and I really didn't know.
It was one of our first big adventures.
I didn't know what to expect, as per usual, but I went anyway. So you told me you really wanted to give them stuff, and I could not wrap my head around that. I was like, I don't know what. We're just going to go meet them and get autographs.
Oh, hang on. It's deeper than that for me, though, right?
No, I know. I know that. Okay.
Because,
tell us story.
Like, with other people, it's like when I meet people, I want to give them that moment of what they've given me, right? Like, there's so many people who've touched my life in such deep, profound ways, like through music and through other various avenues that have gotten me through some of the really, really hard times of my life that I don't talk about with anyone. I don't share that with anyone. So when I get a chance to meet these people who've impacted my life and helped me through hard things, I want to give them that moment. Just even if it's for a fleeting second to say, I really appreciate you. You mean something to me, and what you do matters. And like I was talking to Rich Ward, and he said, like, I was talking to him, I was like, I said something, and like, how do you stay humble and all that? And his response is, well, once you realize you're not curing cancer, like, it kind of puts things in perspective. Like, we give people an escape from reality, but we're not changing the world in that sense. And I was like, that is such a great attitude, because he understands where it all comes from, right? Like, and he gets it. And so that's why, like, he's had a profound effect on me in that sense, because it's like, you meet people and they're humble and they're amazing and they're talented, and it's great. So there's all that. I unpacked all that.
Well, that was important to the story, so thank you. But yeah, so we went and found a white donkey.
For who?
I knew I'm bad with names.
Jim Cornette. And yes. I feel like I robbed the world of that, because the whole point behind that was he would always tell people, you can kiss my big white ass. And after I gave him the donkey, he stopped saying it.
Did he really?
Yeah. Now he changed it to, like, you can blow me, and then there were other phrases he's used. But after he got the donkey, he stopped saying
Okay,
it.
but when he got the donkey,
oh my God, his reaction.
He was like, guys, I got a white ass.
and he was like giddy, like a teenager over it.
He was.
It was, and that was really like, those are the moments. Like, yes, I touched someone's life. That's great.
Yes.
I like touching people's lives, not in a naughty way.
You're silly. So we went around and got all these things for these wrestlers that I didn't know.
Right.
And you're like, I just can't find what I want. And so I said, what do you need? And you're like, a painting. And I said, okay. So we did.
For who?
Stop asking me names.
Billy Gunn.
Okay.
The one Billy Gunn.
The one. And I said, okay, what does it need on it? And you gave me 4 ideas. And so I made it happen. And then you were mad about it.
Because it was too good. It was too amazing. And the moment he saw it like, you saw it.
That was cool.
Because he was looking like, yeah, here, whatever. And he probably had a long day, long flight. And, there's a lot going on and it wears on someone, right?
Right.
And so he just seemed kind of wore out or tired or distracted or whatever. And the moment you gave him that painting, is like his eyes got really big and he's like, whoa, you made that for me? And you could just like tell the gin, he's like, oh, thank you. And then after that, he was really energized. Like that was great to watch that transformation.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've learned a lot from you from like giving back to other people that way. It's really cool to watch. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't really think of it that way. I'm more of a giver of time and energy.
Right.
But yeah, so as far as painting goes,
which is how this whole thing began. I really want to talk about because you are a fantastic painter.
Well, thank you.
You should open your own art studio.
Okay.
With all the free time
I'll
that you
just
have.
add it to my list.
You own your own business, you do occupational therapy, you do the dancing, you do podcasts. I mean, what can't you do besides throw painting on top of that?
Thank you.
And, taking
photography.
care of photography and taking care of your cats and doing burlesque shows, which we need to talk about that too in a second.
Oh my goodness. This is a long list.
Well, you're a very fascinating person. People need to know how amazing you are.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So fun fact about painting, I never thought I could do it.
I can't do it.
Sound.
It's like that's how I feel. I know I can't do it. Like I look at it and go,
Okay, but I think everybody can do it, just like everybody can dance.
I'm not Bob Ross, even though I kind of have that long-haired hippie thing going on.
I went to a friend's house and we did a Bob Ross night.
Yeah?
And we used really, really old oil paints.
Yeah.
Don't recommend it.
Yeah, no,
it was super hard.
You're supposed to use fresh paints, man.
It was like...
How did it come out, though? Did it look
decent? It actually looked really good.
Did it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a good night.
So you were able to go along with him while he was doing it? Mm-hmm. You painted a whole painting in 30 minutes?
I don't know how long we did it. We kept hitting pause.
Oh, all right. Was there alcohol involved?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was a group of people I'd never really hung out with before. So,
okay.
I mean, really, a lot of times I'm just like, oh, that sounds like fun. And then I get there and I'm like, I don't know most of you. So that should be interesting. Which is part of the adventure of life, right? Mm-hmm. You just pick something you want to do and you go and do it and you get over your social anxiety at some point in time.
Social anxiety? What's that? I know everyone's like, you have no problem talking to people. That's not true. I'm very, how do I put it? I'm an extroverted introvert because I enjoy my alone time, but I also I get worked up. I get too worked up around people sometimes, annoy people. I actually had a boss tell me that I could not get promoted with the company because she'd kill me if I was working with her.
That's aggressive.
Well, but that's what, I mean, her point being that my personality was so over the top of what she could handle that she's like, no, this would not work. You would die.
Still feel like as a boss, there's a better way to say that.
Yeah. I mean, she meant it in a loving, kind, caring way. She probably hit me with the Bible as opposed to murdering me with like a knife or something.
That's okay. All right.
Yeah. I wasn't offended by it. I knew what she meant.
Okay. That's because you let a lot of things roll off your back.
I'm a duck.
Yeah.
Just like Groucho Marx.
Okay.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right, then.
All right, so we need to talk more about you. So you got into, how did you get into burlesque? Let's go that route. Because I think this is a fascinating conversation. We've had this before.
Yes. Okay. So I was at my job for a couple years. And I realized that I didn't really have the same friends that I had. Like, it turns out people get old and like they grow up and they like move away.
Oh, what?
Rude, really.
Very rude.
Yeah. So,
how dare they?
So I just realized that all I was doing was working. And while I do love my job, it's very emotionally and intellectually exhausting. And I was like, I have to find something else. anything else. And I had tried jazzercise, and there's a place for that, but it's not
wasn't what you were looking for.
It was not what I was looking for. And so, by the grace of God, Vitality existed. And I walked in, and they all like turned and looked at me, and they were like, "Can we help you?" And I was like, "I like to dance." And they all hugged me, and I was like, apparently that was a magic word. And we danced, and it was so needed. It was so needed at that time in my life. And I did that for a few years. And then life got really stressful at work, and I had to choose, and I chose work. Pay the bills and such. Weird.
Yeah.
So I really, really, really missed it. And unfortunately, COVID happened, and that space closed. And that's actually kind of how we started here.
Because this kind of fell into your lap in a lot of ways.
It did, yeah.
Because I know, I'm not going to mention names of your friends, but I know friends of yours who were like, you should open your own studio.
Yes, I had a few friends say
You had a few friends say that.
And it's not that I didn't want to, it's just that like there's a lot to it, and I only know this much. So one of the ladies that opened it with me, Sue Ellen, she was like, let's just dance in my garage. And I was like, sure, yeah. I don't have a space. I lived in an apartment. My garage was enough for 2 people. And so we started dancing in her garage. And then the more we did that, we were like, okay, this space is okay, but it's going to get cold. Or when it rained, there was puddles because it's garage, you know? So we talked about it. And her husband was a big, like, why don't you just open a space? You all want to do this. And so we're like, no, that's funny. And then she's like, I need to talk to you and Heather. And we're like, okay. And so we all had like a lunch, and she goes, okay, if we open a space, will you teach? And we're like, sure. Sounds like something we could do. And so it just kind of happened. And literally Heather and I were like, it'll take a long time. And then all of a sudden people came out of the woodwork to help us make this space. And as soon as we found it, Sue Ellen did a phenomenal job finding the space. And then as soon as we found it, everybody was like, I know how to do flooring. Or like one of the owners, Sarah, her husband, he does interior design. And so like he created the look of the garage doors. And like we literally, Sue Ellen, Heather and I were like, we'll dance on cement until we can afford a better floor, or, you know, and Casey and Sarah were like, nope, it's gotta look like what you guys want. Otherwise you won't be motivated to do it. And that kind of stuff. So like it all just came together. And then our other owner, Mel, she was like, I don't really want to be super involved, but I'll be a silent partner. And we're like, that is also super helpful, you know, like, and she also does our budgeting and stuff like that. So it just was like kind of the perfect storm. And then literally just everybody came to help, and it just seemed like it was super meant to be. Nice. And so we're here. It's been a year, and we're still going. And
you get to have cake tomorrow.
Get to have cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not like, so you got into burlesque though. That's how it all kind of happened.
So she
like,
did.
That's how, when I met you, you were big into the burlesque thing.
So it was, yes, we did burlesque, but that's not really the style I did. I did more of the dance part. So she had 2 troupes, and I was lucky enough to be on one of them. And one was more cabaret style, and one was more burlesque style.
What's the difference?
So cabaret is more like a combination of hip hop and jazz and like technique based dancing. It tends to be faster or more technical. It doesn't have to be fast though. Like it can be just slow and methodical. And my cabaret tends to have also modern dance in it, because during my minor I did modern and Afro-Cuban, which pulls in a lot of completely different kinds of moves. But it makes it fun and different. And then burlesque is a prop-based dance that uses the art of tease to draw the audience into a story.
Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure we're recording all this because I forget to check that sometimes. I always do it at least twice an episode. That's good. Good. All right. Perfect.
Yay!
Well, it has happened. Not that anyone can hear that as I'm walking without my. It has happened, especially in the first episode, where the camera just shut off for no reason, and then I was like, we lost all that good stuff, and I had to refilm it all.
That would have been a long time. We've been talking for a while.
49 minutes, my friends. 49 minutes. So, burlesque deals with the tease and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
What draws women to this? Because
So, a lot of times, as women age, as we just get older, as we go through life, society has taught us to do one thing and do these one things, and we all have these rules that we have to follow and stay within societal norms and those kinds of things. As people get older and they find themselves in a job that they're doing the same thing, or they became a mom and they've kind of lost who they were before they were a mom because you spend all your time and energy doing that and you don't really realize you're doing that. Because as we're givers, like that's kind of how we're raised. You do for others and those kinds of things. But if you ever have danced or you are looking to do something completely different for yourself, dance is an expression of self. So when you stumble upon it and it feels good, you want to keep going. Your question specifically for burlesque, like what draws that in? Dancing with a prop is completely different than just using your body.
Right. Because
you can use the prop to guide the audience to look or to not look. So if the prop is here, they're going to look at your face, right? If it's near your booty, they're going to look at your booty. Or if it's over here, they're not even looking at your body. They're like, oh, what are they going to do with that? What's going to happen? Misdirect, yeah?
Like a magician.
Yeah. And so there's varying levels of the amount of tease that can happen. I think a lot of people are like, well, it's just getting naked. It's really not about that at all. It's more about the art form of the tease, of the storytelling for women of all sizes. And it's been going on for centuries. It's come and gone like other things do, but it's all body sizes, shapes.
I mean, it can be traced all the way back to the biblical times with the dance of Salome.
You know more about that than I.
Well, I don't know if I know. I know enough to be dangerous about a lot of things. I can weasel my way through anything.
But yeah, so I think people just forget that these things didn't just appear, and they're not just about sex. Like I think our society has gone that direction a lot in a lot of different ways, and it has its place, but it's not the end all be all.
Well, and this is the different answer I thought you were going to give me. I was trying to pull a word out of you because you've used this word before. So you talk about how burlesque is empowerment for women. Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Now I'm nervous because you want a specific word.
Well, no, I mean, that's what like you said that before to me and you never clarified it to me. And so now it's like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to understand what that means because I've heard that phrase before.
Okay. I actually said this to somebody the other day and they got really mad.
No.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, why are you mad that I'm saying the words women empowerment? And they were like, well, I just don't understand why people need power over other people.
I don't think that's true. Isn't it empowerment over yourself? Yeah.
I was like, that's not at all what's happening. So it was really shocking to me that was the response I got. But I think that's interesting too, because you have all these people taking their own, because you get your own perspective, right? Mm-hmm. And it's how you see the world is what you know, and you can only know what you know until you know something else. And so when you're using these words, if you only know it as somebody having power over you and that's empowerment, that's so sad, to me. But no, women empowerment is your ability to come and do something for yourself and feel more like yourself, or find yourself, and give yourself the permission to be you.
My body won't let me do that.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't have any power over myself. Hey, do you want another prize?
Sure. Did I say it?
No. This is normally I have to stop every so long to do the prizes, right? And we're gonna come back to this. In my head, I feel like we've gone too far.
Okay.
I need to give another thing away so that we keep the format.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
It's a format thing.
I'll follow your format.
So remember when we were at Mardi Gras?
Yeah, we don't go on trips.
We don't
It's
go
fine.
on trips ever. We went to, that was a fun trip.
That was a fun trip.
Mardi Gras was a good time. Remember when I got touched by the demonic spirit in the voodoo realm?
Dude, so much happened.
That was a weird, but anyway, so we discovered these chips, Zapp's chips, and these are the voodoo style. These are our favorite. These are delicious. Are they not delicious? I can't. Yeah, anyway, there you go. Have some
Thank
Zapp's
you.
voodoo chips. They are fantastic.
They are fantastic.
They are New Orleans style kettle chips that are delightful.
Sadly, I kind of forgot about these. So I'm
Really? How did you forget about these?
Okay, so I don't eat snacky food very often.
You're better than I am, which is why you are way cuter than I am.
You know, that's not a thing.
That is the thing. I mean, those are available at Tyson's. That's where I find them. They're available. Sometimes your local grocers have them, but if you can go online to zaps.com and find them that way too. And they're well worth it. They have other flavors. There is the Cajun dill. There is the spicy crottators. You have the voodoo. There's the one with the eyeball, which I can't remember what that one's called.
That one was spicy.
Yeah, I didn't even try. I know my stomach. That's not going to work.
I don't remember that flavor. This one's like...
My Coronas would have kicked
good.
in.
You made that sound like a beer.
I like the Coronas because I have to go and use the... No,
Stop.
Macrons.
Yeah.
How did I say it the last time? You said it sounded fancy. I was
You
trying to
said
do it again and it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. It's like carons, like
Carons.
pierogi.
Yeah, my carons.
You were like had an extra.
Macarons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have something like that, I would also make it sound fancier.
Yeah, I mean, because it's devastating.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Yeah.
make that sound. It's like anything you can do to turn a negative into a positive. That's my life motto. Turn a negative into a positive.
Silver linings and stuff.
Till I get home and then I'm like, I don't want to do none of that crap. I just want to.
You have to take balance. You have to have balance.
I have no balance. You know, my life is chaotic. My head's chaotic.
Organized chaos.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You're better. You're better. I'm not shaking your head. I don't know what things been.
Whatever. Organized chaos, though, over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So we were talking about empowerment of women when I sorely interrupted you.
I'm glad you remember.
That's where we were at.
What's next?
I don't know.
Do you have more questions about that?
Do you have more answers?
The only other thing,
This is your show, man. I know I've taken a lot of it, but that also comes from 875 years of knowing each other. There's a weird
I
comfortability.
feel like that just went down.
No, it wasn't 200 and something.
Do you believe we said 2 million at one point?
All right, so 855 million. When we first met, Tyrannosauruses were walking around the earth.
So a big part of that is not just coming and dancing. I mean, it can be, just getting out of your comfort zone or even getting back into your comfort zone. But a lot of dancing comes with like eye contact or connecting with another person. I'll never forget. I took okay. I took improv in undergrad and I did not have confidence then. And one of our first things we had to do was roll across the floor on each other. I was like, oh, I'm in the minor now. Like I'm getting my minor. Like I'm not just dancing. Okay. And luckily my partner was super awesome. She was like, okay, so this is how we're going to do this. And I was like, you're clearly getting your major. You're clearly a dancer. And I felt like a fraud a lot. Like I was like, I can kind of dance. And we made it across the floor and I was like, okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's a really interesting, experience because if you have any sort of experience with people judging you or you have that feeling that people have judged you or any insecurity at all, the intimacy of touching somebody you don't know and doing it repeatedly across a space is intense. And so I learned a lot in that class about myself and about how to break through that barrier. And it was really interesting because we also had improv music. every time. And they always played the same kind of song. And my teacher was like, why do you always do the same kind of dance? And I was like, because I play the same kind of music. And she's like, I just need something different from you. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So I was like, how can I make this different if I'm hearing the same thing? Because all I could hear was the same music, right? And so I went in and I was like, I'm going to bring cheerleading into it because cheerleading is completely opposite of what this music is. She goes, where was that? And I was like, not with this music. Like I'm not dancing to this music anymore. Just like, sometimes you do that. And I'm like, sometimes you do that. Okay.
Right.
All right. So like, it was definitely something I didn't know I was going to learn more about. Like I just literally thought I was going to go move my body, but you take something different when you start to do the pieces of it all. So like we don't have it all the time, but sometimes we do lap dancing. And so everybody's like, again, sex, but no, it really is about the person dancing having a level of power over the person in the chair. And
so it is a sinister and power.
Yes. Clearly we're going to take over the world one dance at a time.
With your booty shaking.
One dance at a time, we will get you. But no,
I almost said something. I had to.
I'm glad you reined it in. Good job.
It was going to take us down a political path, and I was like, oof, I
don't know anything about that. So
yeah, well, you would have known about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so lap dancing.
Yeah.
It's way more fun than politics.
Is it?
Yeah. So
it's never done anything for me, lap dancing.
You've never given one.
Not true.
Okay, fine. You've never given one in my space.
That's true.
Okay.
It's because I try and keep our relationship platonic.
I know. So anyway, when you're doing lap dancing, you can do it without looking at the person in the chair. And it's a dance. But the second you connect with that person, there is a level of that intimacy piece that you then get to have control over and feel your confidence in yourself. It's a growth. It's definitely a growth thing.
Have you ever had an embarrassing situation happen when you're giving a lap dance?
Why do I tell you stories?
Oh, please tell me the embarrassing stories of when you were giving a lap dance.
I don't like you sometimes.
You appreciate the fact that I bring out these side of you that you don't like. There's a reason you keep me around, besides the fact that you give me the opportunity to do this and I give you money for it.
Oh, that's just for the overhead. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. I don't like you. Okay, so when you do online dating, don't do it, by the way.
We'll get into that in a minute.
No. You meet people, and I happened to meet this guy who looked very much like a football player. Very tall.
Was he a football player?
Big. I don't actually know. I don't think so. We'd gone on a couple dates, and it was okay. And he's like, okay, well, what are you doing? I don't even know what night it was. Friday, maybe. And I was like, well, I have to do a show at the dance studio. And he's like, I'll come. I was like, okay. Person I've seen twice in my life. Sure, you can come. I mean, it's not my party,
right?
But everybody's invited. So I was like, maybe he won't show up. And then he did. And I was like, ooh, okay. So our third date was me dancing. And it was time for the lap dance. And I said, I'm going to do one. Do you want to come sit in my chair? And he said, sure. So big football man. And tall glass of water.
Yes, you are.
I don't know if you noticed how short I am, but
you're like 6'5", aren't you?
You're cute.
Not really.
So we had to get over both legs, and I was like, I can't do that, and I couldn't think of how to change the move in the moment, and so I did like a little hop to like kind of maybe sit on his lap, and the chair broke, and I was like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And he's like, I'm fine, I'm staying, and I was like, I guess I'm dancing then because otherwise this would be really awkward really fast. So I finished the dance with him laying on the floor and I was like, whoa, that was a lot. And everybody was like, that was the hottest thing I think I've ever seen. And I was like, that's good. I'm going to go sit down now. And
go hide in the closet.
Yeah, sorry I broke your chair. And it was just.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was funny.
Oh, okay. It was happy tears.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just yeah. How many people have stories like that?
Did you guys have another date after that?
No.
That was your last
Yeah.
date? Wait, so you broke the chair and people are like, I was so hot. And he's like, I'm out? What a douchebag, whoever that is.
Well, you've heard of the 3-date rule, right?
I have a 90-date rule.
There you go. So you've heard of rules that people make.
Yeah.
And
Now, do they actually apply them is a whole different story.
I mean, this one apparently did.
Oh.
3 dates and he was out because I wouldn't put out.
Oh, wait, mine is 90 days before you get to some of the action because, yeah. All right. So you mean he was one of those people that if you didn't have sex with me after 3 dates, I'm gone?
I mean, I don't know if that was a rule. He didn't tell me. I've had people tell me.
Yeah.
Which thank God. Because I'm like, okay, then this was a nice first date. Bye.
Right.
But he just.
Third date and gone.
Yeah. And then when he finally did answer me, he was like, sorry, I got back together with my ex.
Oh.
Online dating is so cool.
Have you had bad online dates? Since you brought up online dating.
I don't know why. Well, you started it.
No, what I asked is if you had any embarrassing lap dance stories.
I know, but I had to give the lead-in story.
You didn't have to give the lead in. You could have said, I was dating this guy and this is what happened. You went online. That's what you said.
That's the important part of the story.
Oh, is it? That's the important part, not the chair breaking in half and you almost breaking their knees into two and all that. That's not the important part.
That's the part you liked.
That's the part I think it's funny.
Like 5 years on and off dating. Yeah, I got some stories.
All right. Well, do you want to trade some dating stories?
Not right now.
All right.
Maybe later.
Maybe later?
Yeah.
Why? Our time's almost gone, man. We're not going to have much time.
That's okay.
No.
Good.
You know all my dating stories.
Actually, well, I do. You put them in a book.
They did put them in a book. I don't think I have a copy of the book in here
What's
right now.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it costs money to print those things.
Yeah, I know.
And right now, I've dumped everything I have into the first startup of all of this.
I know, and I'm so excited for this. So I hope
I'm glad you
get
are.
more people. You are too.
I'm excited when I get people to follow through and do it. But when we're not recording for 5 weeks, that hurts my feelings a little bit.
I know.
And gets me all like, this isn't going to go anywhere.
But do you
and all
remember
that.
when I opened this place?
No. I was not around for that.
Whatever.
We were not friends then.
Okay. So you remember when I opened this place and I was like, it's not, I can't. Nothing's happening. I don't know what to do. And you're like, it's new. It's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Just give it time.
Okay, there's a difference here, though. I was telling you that because I firmly believe in you. I believe in the things that you do, and I think that good things come to amazingly wonderful and talented people, right? I am not an amazingly wonderful, talented person. Bad things happen in my life, and when I try and do something, it kind of goes. That's how I ended up with 9 cats and a dog.
That's a whole nother show.
Is it?
Yeah, I think we should make it into a TV show. Like,
a reality show about 9 cats and my dog? Oh,
No.
Wait. What's the premise of that show? Just start filming my 9 cat. Like, you're going to try and do like little closet interviews with like Ellie as she just sits there with her one eye looking at you like.
you clearly have not watched enough of my TikToks that I send to you.
I don't like TikTok.
I know. Okay,
It's
so
the devil.
well, maybe
It's also a time suck.
it is. However, I think you and your voices and your animals would be phenomenal. What are you looking for?
You just gave a segue, and I was gonna.
Did you bring an animal with you? You were
No,
like, hold
no.
on, I have the animal.
All right, so
No.
So do you
She
wanna,
does not get a puppy
Do you
today.
want to skip ahead a little bit? Since you said voices.
feel like we might be skipping around.
We there's no format to the show. We know this.
You said there was. I was following your format.
There is a format, but like, all right. So the third giveaway is supposed to be a company giveaway, right?
Okay.
But so, you said voices that got me thinking about what's in the box. I know it's been killing you. So, I know how we can segue into another one. So, Dance Garage, what is that all about, man? Like, I know you talked about it for like a half hour, but how does it work?
Which part? And
Like, what classes do you offer? How much is it? When do you do these things? Like, I need information, girlfriend.
okay. That's not a voice I've ever heard.
Oh my God, I love this voice so much. Like, I don't even know where it came from, but I'm so happy I'm doing it. You get worried because I name my voices.
Yes, that is a thing. Okay. Elevator speech. Here we go. Dance Garage.
Dance Garage LLC, located at
4333
Check Square.
Lane.
Check Lane.
Northeast. In Czech Square, not to be confused with Czech Village.
Behind the Hacienda Los Glorias on Center Point Road.
By the Dunkin'.
By the Donut Land.
No, don't let me lie to you like that.
Donut Land. It's one of 2 donut lands in the entire country left.
And I almost misnamed it. Why did you let me do that?
I didn't. I stopped you.
Thank goodness for you.
Yes, Donut Land.
Donut Land.
On Center Point Road, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yes. So we are open mostly at night. We do workouts and dance classes and
how much is a class?
It's $10. I was going to say $100 because I'm funny, but it is
$100.
It is $100 if you buy the unlimited monthly.
Okay.
Which means you can come to any class.
As many as you want.
And then we have a punch card that is $70, and that gives you 10 classes. So each class is only $7. Then we have one that might just want to do like the workouts or something, which is 5 classes for $40. So each class is 8. Otherwise, you can drop in for 10.
Or there's a promotion, one-time use. If you say the Sexy Ogre sent you, you get 1 free class. Yep. If you say, I heard about this on A Mile in Your Shoes because it's filmed in your dance studio, you get 1 free class.
Oh, we got to do it twice. Oh, he's doing it twice. Because not only you get a ticket to see the show with Sexy Ogre.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, but you also get
1 free class on my dime.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Look at you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we have workshops. It's for any body, literally. I have dancing.
Any shape, size. Ooh, and go ahead. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself.
You got very excited about
something.
something.
Well, I remembered something that you haven't talked about yet.
Okay. So we have dancing for all abilities. So literally any class that you want to take, we can elevate it or bring it to wherever your level is. And then I have specific classes for like minis. I have a mini mechanics class for 12 and under for more of a 30 minutes of being silly, getting sweaty, getting tired, and moving to music with or without props. I learn a lot. There's some cool moves that come out of that class. And then I also have a Dancing with Differences class. And that is literally for any ability, any age. And I had that class a few times, and now one of those minis comes to my mini mechanics and dances with the other minis, and it's great. He's one of my favorite dancers. I'm like, dude, you should be a dancer. He always wants to like professionally dance with me and like tries to lift me up, and I'm like, you're so cute. How about I lift you up? And he's like, okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's awesome. Let's do that.
So that one's going to become more of a workshop weekend thing. I have a booty boogie where we sit to dance because sometimes...
How does that work?
Sometimes it's hard to stand and dance for a long time. You get tired. So we sit and we boogie.
All right.
Yeah. More of a core workout than you would think, but fun. That's really, literally, our tagline is we just want to dance. Mm-hmm. And my rules if you can call them that, is move your body, get sweaty, and have fun. They're hard rules.
They're hard rules.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've done all 3 plugs, we can do the other fun stuff. Then we can go back to talking about life and all that. Unless there's something about life we haven't talked about that you want to talk about yet.
I don't know what that is.
Is there anything burning in your mind that we haven't covered that you want to cover? No? Let's see. We talked about the burlesque. We talked about dance class. We talked about occupational therapy, painting. I mean, you're a pretty amazing person. Very talented. You have a lot of great things that you have going on.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's great. George and Jilly love you.
Didn't even know I was going to get animals.
Yeah. Thanks to one of my 9 cats. Because she kept jumping on you and snuggling you. And like, this is pretty great.
Snuggling is pretty great. Yeah.
Stupid Dottie anyway.
I mean, they make it really hard to want to go to work.
They make it hard. Like today, I had a hard time because I woke up and there was 4 of them and the dog.
And you're just like, yes.
And I was like, oh, until Noodle starts digging his claws into me. I'm like, okay, I can live without that. And then Ellie's all like, meow, and Turkey is all like, I have no ears, so I have to be sassy. And
you adopt the most interesting animals.
yeah.
Yeah. When do we get to talk about you?
When do you want to?
I don't know. Let's schedule that.
So you're gonna flip the script and make me do this?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about me?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, don't they need to know who their host is?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not important to the show.
Okay. No, your dream just wasn't the best vision ever for everybody to be able
It
to
is not the best vision ever. There are so many other things. Okay, what?
take a compliment.
No. My whole thing about this was, and behind how this all started, during the pandemic, I got tired of people slinging so much hate and dirt and grime at each other without ever stopping to think about where the other person was coming from, right? Like it's all been just propaganda, politics, and I'm pissed off at you for doing this. And it's like, wait a second, you don't even know that person, what they're going through, how they see the world. So let's slow down and walk a mile in your shoes. That's how it all came to be. I got tired of being that person that said, I really wish someone would do something, and then just got off my ass. Well, not really, because I sit on my ass all the time, and said, well, I need to, let's actually make something happen and do something worthwhile with my life.
Which is a beautiful dream.
It's not. It hasn't happened yet.
Can I throw these chips at you?
Sure.
Great.
I've auditioned for America's Got Talent 15 times, and what I'm finding out is I may not have any talent.
There is a level of talent that everybody has.
Yeah, they're looking for beautiful people who can dance 55 feet in the air and all that. I can sometimes make people laugh.
Okay. But for that person, you changed that moment, which probably helped that person.
You know, honestly, if I can make this about me for a couple seconds, because I do that anyway, the base of this actually started in Indianapolis, Indiana, when I went to an America's Got Talent audition.
Okay.
We were all, you sit in the big room with your number. And then at that one, they had 2 different holding rooms. So they'd cattle call you, and then they put you in the room. And then there's 100 of you sitting in this room doing nothing, just waiting for them to come by and grab you. And so I don't even know how this happened or what. I don't remember the moment that it happened, but I just started talking to people like, oh, what's your talent? What are you going to do? And they're like, well, I'm going to sing. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And they're like, what? And I'm like, if you can't sing in front of me, how are you going to sing in front of a judge? And they're like, oh. I said, go ahead. And they're like, no. And I'm like, no, go ahead. Sing as loud as you want. And I remember this little black kid. He was 12 or so. And he was like, I can't do it. And I said, no, you really can't. I believe in you. You can do this. And he didn't want to. And then he kind of went back with his mom and he sat down and you could just see him kind of like holding his tie. And he was really nervous, right? And so then Stephanie Peralt, I think is what her last name is. I approached her and I was like, what do you do? And she goes, I'm a singer. I said, go ahead. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah, just sing as loud as you want. And she's like, but everyone else. I said, don't care about anyone else. Sing it now so that you can be ready for the judges. And so she stood up and she sang. And everyone in the room gave her a round of applause, like, oh, that's really great and all that. And then the next guy's like, well, can I sing? I said, yeah, go ahead. And so he started singing. And everyone gave him a round of applause. And then this other person got up and sang, and they weren't as good, but everyone still dutifully applauded for them. And then about 9 or 10 of them went by, and then this little black kid came up and goes, can I sing? And I said, of course you can sing. I wanted you to sing the first time, please. And so he sang, and he had the voice of an angel. And I was like, this is so awesome. And I had my whole comedy routine written out and all that. And this is the weird irony of it all. So we all get called in, and Stephanie gets called in my room, and I don't remember what his name was, but he gets called into the room, and we all go in there, and they all do magnificently, right? And then it's my turn, and I froze. I got halfway through my stuff and forgot everything I was supposed to talk about.
You should have stood up and sang.
No one wants to hear that.
I meant give your skit for them.
I did. I started and I forgot my skit.
No, when everybody else was doing it in the group.
What do you mean? I'm lost though.
You walked up and you said, what do you do? Sing. So you said sing. Did you stand up and do your comedy for them?
No, because they wanted me to sing. And I'm like, you don't want to hear me sing. Trust me on that. My cats are even like, no, I'm moving out. I don't know what's going on. Dad's doing that thing again where it's like howling.
But that is a skill you have.
Singing? No.
Good gravy.
I like gravy.
To people.
Yeah, I've never met a stranger.
Not really.
No. No, that's true. I've never met a stranger. I didn't realize how big my circle was until I started working for the Colonels. And I was like, because you were always like, you know so many people. I'm like, no, I don't. Shut up. And then like every game I ran into somebody, and literally every game I ran into somebody I knew.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, maybe I really do know a lot of people.
I mean, but you've done a lot with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if you want, I'll tell you what, I'll make this offer. Anyone who's already been on the show, if they ever want to come interview me, I'll do it.
Good.
Just give me a time and a date and I'll do it.
Cool.
Because how can I expect you guys to be real with me if I can't be real with you? The problem with that, though, is I say a lot of things that are controversial and dirty.
How dare you be yourself?
I know, right?
Ugh.
Hey, so do you want to open the box now?
No, do I?
So you have to tell me if you want clean or dirty.
I want dirty just because.
Okay, great. That's great. All right, hang on. Where's the scissors at?
Behind you, in the cup.
Behind me in the cup.
You have to be smarter than the scissors. No, don't break them.
Here, you open them.
Why are you throwing things at me?
Because I have to come over here and get the 10 fast questions. Because I forget what they are. So, in our nod to Steve Harvey and Family Feud and all the game shows that we do, I do the 10 fast questions. 319. Ooh, I almost get my phone number.
8675309.
Okay, so 10 fast questions. Some of these are going to be... Hey, did you know that making out should be a national holiday?
I don't disagree with that.
That's a message I sent to myself. Without citizens, your country is just land. That's another one I sent to myself. Sometimes I'm quite profound. Let's see here. Oh, this is my borderline personality thing of like I was supposed to document how many times a day I got angry or sad at myself. Living in a swamp isn't easy.
It's probably kind of messy.
My stand-up career lasted for about 8 minutes, which is 5 minutes too long because I picked it 3 minutes, which is 2.5 minutes longer than my love life. Oh my Lord. My stand-up comedy career lasted about 8 minutes, which is 5 minutes too long. Which is 2 minutes longer than 3 minutes, which is 2.5 minutes longer than my love life.
I don't believe that because your love life is in a book.
It's terrible.
That's very, very long.
400 and some pages of bad dates. What are some of the worst dates you've had? Like, you have to get explicit.
Why did we get back to this?
Because dating is a huge part of my life, and it's part of my whole...
There was a guy who messaged me and asked where I wanted to go, but I was in Kansas City and I didn't know where anything was.
Right.
So I lived in Kansas City for the whole 2 years that I was doing OT school. So I was like, no, I don't know anything. So not only did he pick the restaurant, that didn't have awesome food, but was kind of expensive. He was like, okay, you can go Dutch. I was like, that's fine. But also we probably should have had that conversation before we finished dinner. Like, it was also just a really bad date. Really bad. Really bad. He had his phone out the whole time. And he was like, and this is my life, and this is my life, and this is my life. And I was like,
Did you have a second date with him?
no.
I mean, you didn't marry this guy?
No.
Wow, I'm shocked. Okay.
I've never married any guy.
Really?
Yeah. Turns out,
Did you marry a
apparently, I've never married a woman.
Oh, all right.
I don't swing that way. So, it turns out, though, if you are over 30 and you've never been married or have children, you're like this novelty item. Like, we don't exist, apparently.
You're a unicorn.
Oh, my God. Have you seen that video? It is so
What
great.
video? On TikTok?
No. It's
Oh.
it's a YouTube. It's a good old style.
I think
video.
you did. Like,
I sent it to you, I think.
Yeah.
So the crazy versus hot.
Yeah.
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 Okay, YouTube.
I've seen
Crazy
that.
versus hot. It's pretty great. I did have a guy ask me if I was a unicorn once, and I was like, you've got to tell me what the heck that means. And so I watched it, and I was like, I mean, I don't think I get to decide if I'm the unicorn. You can tell me if I'm a unicorn though, if you want. Below. That'd be fun.
Can you make a unicorn sound? No.
I've never met one.
Oh. I mean, I pretty much sound like maybe it was a...
Oh, like a horse?
I mean, that's what I would imagine they sound like. Hey,
I feel like it had to also have like a ringing bell or something.
do you know why rhinoceroses are bad boyfriends?
Because they're too horny.
Because they're too horny. That's right. That's terrible boyfriends because they're too horny.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like any of my dating stories were super great because still single.
Yeah. You've told me some really good ones, and I won't make you tell me some of those, but I just...
One of the girls I dance with really wants me to tell them on TikTok as like little blurbs.
You totally should. You'd be an instant hit.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. And try and use an accent.
Oh, an accent.
Yeah.
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 I
remember when you tried using the Southern Belle accent, and it always came out English.
She doesn't like to come out very often.
Yeah, well, guess what? She's going to have a chance today. All right. So 10 fast questions. We're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to open this box because I have to talk, and I can't wait to hold the secret much longer. You ready?
Okay.
10 quick questions. Here we go. Favorite color?
Green.
Favorite food?
Yes.
Favorite food?
Yes.
That doesn't. You're a jerk. Biggest fear? Penis. I got it. Yep.
I don't like the dark.
Don't like the dark.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there could be something in it.
Oh, so it's not the fear of the dark. It's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biggest victory?
A quad assist.
Quad assist. That is pretty good. Cool one. First celebrity crush?
Oh, why are you asking me people's names?
You can just tell the reference, and I'll probably be able to tell you who it is.
You can. It's the Overboard movie. She falls overboard.
Oh, Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
All right. Favorite movie?
Probably The Princess Bride.
Okay. Favorite animal?
Elephant.
Place you want to see really badly?
I just want to travel more. I don't know that I have a place.
Dream vacation?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you going to marry?
Yes.
Who will Wedge Stevens marry?
Yes.
No, I have to have an answer.
I don't know if I'm going to get married at this point in time is my answer to that.
All right.
And
Who's Wedge Stevens going to marry?
I don't think he wants to get married.
Oh, that's not true. Eventually, I'd like to at some point in time, but it has to be the right situation, the right person, and I have 134 qualifiers.
It's your okay.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Do you want to open the box?
I don't know.
I've been keeping this secret from you because you are
I don't
one of the people who always pushes me to keep going.
Okay.
And once we open this, I have to do a spot. A bit, as they would call it.
A bit.
Now, I want to apologize in ahead of time. So you want the dirty? That's what you told me? Which one is the clean one? I'm betting the small one is the dirty one.
That one says uncivilized. So.
Yeah, this is the naughty. Okay, so let me have this because I need to do what you didn't do. My friends at Play Monster sent me these games to use on the show because they got tired of watching me play war with everyone. So like, you should do something different. So they sent us 2 versions of the game Utter Nonsense. We got one clean one and one naughty one. And this is going to be super fun. Now, we're going to play it quickly and probably not play it the right way this time. But next time, when I've actually read the rules and all that, we will do it better. So, Play Monster, I think you will. Hang on, let's go this way. So, Play Monster and the people over there, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for this. And Utter Nonsense is a super fun game that we're going to play right here on the show using all these crazy voices that you don't get to use because you're not as good as it is.
Because I don't have any.
You do too. I think you'll be amazed at how talented you really are. And I'm excited to do this. Now, we're also going to sign these after this is said and done so that we can do merchandise used cards. Are the rules easy? Let's see here. Object is to be the funniest talking player and collect 5 voice cards to become the coolest, smartest, sexiest person in the room. So how you play. One player is the first nonsense judge. Which player? There's only 2 of us. The person with the best. All right. So it starts with one player is the first nonsense judge. Which player? It could be the owner of the game, or the winner from the last time you played, or the person with the best butt. That's you. And
I do all the spots.
Hey, that's true. It doesn't matter who goes first. Just pick someone already. The nonsense judge turns over the top voice card to reveal the voice. Everyone but the nonsense judge now chooses a phrase card from their hand that they must read in the voice that was just revealed. How do you decide which one? Well, whatever. No, hang on. I should read it. So how do you decide which one? You want the nonsense judge to pick you as the funniest. So however you can do to achieve that, do it. So it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity in the sense that you have one person that has to do the judging, and then you read the card, whatever card you pick, in the voice that is told that you're going to pick it in. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time for both of us. I am really excited about this. Now, the player to the left of the nonsense judge reads theirs first, and then each player follows going clockwise. Well, we can't do that because there's just 2 of us. It's up to the nonsense judge to then decide which player's phrase and voice combo was the funniest. You know who should decide this for us? The people out there.
The people out there.
Yeah.
This is for 4 or more players, so we're really adapting this.
Well, but the thing is that we're just trying to give a demonstration how this works, so people go buy this game. And I love this game.
I'm already in love, and we're not even playing yet.
Yeah. So, because my kids and I have our version came in a different box, but we didn't actually read the rules. We just sat down and grabbed voices.
Yeah.
You know how my kids and I are. We just started doing that, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so the idea is to do the funniest impersonation of whatever voice you draw and get 5 cards. If you get 5 cards, you win. Now, we're not going to know who wins today. We'll know later down the road. These are the phrases cards? Mm-hmm. Okay. You're just going to dish out a bunch?
We're just going to do 3.
Well, no, we have to do at least 50. We have to have 50 cards.
50?
By the time it's all said and done. Because we're gonna put them up for a donation tomorrow at the thingamajigger.
Oh, kiddo. That's a lot.
You're signing most of them. No one cares about my signature.
I stopped counting. We're going to do whatever this is.
All right. Well, no, it's my show. We're going to do whatever I tell you.
Nope.
Yeah.
I am not.
I'm empowered over you. Don't
will.
make me give you a lap dance. Nobody wants to see that. All right.
All right.
Sounds good. All right. So go ahead and pick our voice card. And we have to do it crying. We have to be crying. All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God. Once you see, I just read the second word. Once you hear this, I hope this isn't too naughty because the person whose name is on this card will kill me if it is.
Okay.
No, Crystal. Those new leggings from Walmart won't get you upgraded on the flight. My sister's name's Crystal.
I got tired of cooking, so I got married.
Oh, that's kind of weird. All right, we'll throw those over there. All right, so there's the cry. Put those together.
But we can't get rid of these. These have to go back in here.
Well, we're going to sign those.
We can't. They go with this game.
Well, what are we going to sign then for tomorrow?
We'll just sign these. The ones we did.
Well, whatever. All right, you ready for this? You got to be a nerd.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your emotional support dog? Now I see the problem.
Oh, yeah?
I do.
That's how that is?
Yeah.
Well, hi there. Yes, I can. No, I can't read because I'm dyslexic. Hi there. Yes, can I get a tall, non-fat, cellulite-free body for here?
For here?
For here? All right. We have to do it as Batman.
Okay, you're going first.
You know, did you see the trailer for the new Batman movie?
You made me watch it.
I'm so pissed off already. People are like, ooh, Robert Pattinson, this could be okay. No, this is total crap already. Why does Bruce Wayne look like he got a bowl cut from his mom? That's terrible. This is already a god-awful movie. I'm so torn.
That you're still going to go see.
I'm still going to go see it. But I'm Batman. There I was again, drunk off white lightning and pissing in my hat when Barry Obama wandered onto my campsite. I'm Batman.
Okay. I don't even know if I can do that with my voice.
Just go really dark and deep.
That's what she said.
Oh, wow. Only if you got a black fellow.
What? That's not a thing. Okay. I can't do this.
Yeah, you can do it.
Beyonce's... No, I sound like a smoker.
That's okay. I'm like a smoker anyway, kid.
Beyonce's twins have more Insta followers than I do.
That's probably true.
Oh, wrong one.
All right, you ready for this one?
No. Now I'm really not ready.
Oh, I'm not ready for this either. This reminds me of a story. Guys need to learn how to treat their women better, right? Because when I was in seminary, I lived in the dorm, and I was, you see all kinds of guys do all kinds of stuff. Well, I remember one time I was in the dorm pooping when this guy comes on his phone and he's talking to his girlfriend, right? And taking his pants down and sitting down, and he's like, "Yeah, baby, I love you too, man." I was like, "Oh my Lord, you're talking to your girlfriend while you're taking a dump? What is wrong with you? This is terrible." All right, you get to go first. You have to do it like you're pooping.
Like if I was actually pooping?
Sure.
Okay. Ivanka Trump, mom of 3, leaves for work in a tailored all-white outfit and heels, just like you.
So you say that you talk on the phone while you poop a lot.
We'll never know.
That's disgusting.
We'll never know.
That's disgusting. The only people that should be doing a mannequin challenge are dead.
Also, we should work on your gut health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ha-ha. Sing.
Ooh, no. I don't want to sing. This is actually probably for you, though.
Okay, get it.
Student loan debt is like, I'm broke, but I'm classy.
Cheers. Oh, okay. Except I wouldn't do this. Okay. It's my party and I'll get high if I want to. High if I want to. High if I want to.
Well, then don't climb ladders. You got to be an auctioneer.
Oof, da.
You're first.
Highway.
I drew the card. You're first.
Oh, did you just order a Malibu Breeze and quarantine beginning in 1987?
What was that actually supposed to be?
Did you just order a Malibu Bay Breeze? Did you quarantine begin in 1987?
Oh, nicely done. I have a master's degree in social work, which is proof that I know how to waste money.
You almost sound like that. The guy that talks at the end of commercials. It's like, we have all these disclaimers that we have to tell you before the commercial ends.
I mean, I know. I should be a voice actor.
You really
I should
should.
be doing voiceovers
You
somewhere.
really should. Oh, my God.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, my Lord. I don't know if I can do Arnold.
I'm glad you get to go first, though,
I don't know if I can do
because I feel like you could pull it out.
Hang on. I have to practice. It's not the tumor. Poppy doesn't like it when you cover his meatloaf in anything but 100% American cheese. That wasn't very good. It's not the tumor.
Tumor. A fat man once told me to always butter the bread before frying it in the chocolate sauce.
And the chocolate sauce. All right.
Ooh, we're gonna wrap. I don't know who.
It's my turn.
I feel like you've just been flipping. I wanted to flip one.
I'll flip you one in about 30 seconds.
Are you gonna do it as a dance kick line? You're like, ba da 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 da.
I didn't actually flip you the bird. And
I didn't either. I'm kicking a line.
So I gotta wrap this. Okay, texting when he tells you where the party is, bitch. Love you, bye. That actually fit. Yo, honey, girl, let me tell you right now, bitch. You're gonna call me when the party started. Yeah, holla, girl.
Okay. We should have gotten dance charades instead.
Hey, no. Dance charades, utter nonsense. And the people at Play Monster provided these games for us.
I know.
Say thank you. Thank you, Play Monster.
Thank you, Play Monster. I'm not saying this isn't delightful.
Okay.
I'm saying
You're uncomfortable rapping.
white girl, small town.
Let's hear your white girl rap. Let's do it.
I mean, this is an appropriate white girl. Okay. Don't squat on your spurs or kick a cow. Patty on a hot day, greenhorn.
Ooh, that's fun.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Something about spurs and cows and don't kick their patties.
Go ahead, since you want to flip cards.
Side mouth talker.
You wise guys. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do this. Riding a scooter while carrying a backpack. You call yourself a man? I don't really think so.
I don't know which side of my mouth I wanted to use.
That's a problem.
It's a real problem. Okay. Don't make me step outside my safe space and hurt you.
All right. That was interesting.
I didn't make the phrase.
Go ahead.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, man. How the hell am I supposed to do Samuel L. Jackson?
Very carefully.
Can't talk like the words he says because he uses words I can't use.
Because he's very smart.
No, because he's naughty.
Because he's naughty. You also have to say what's on the card.
I know. I'm trying to think of how to say it because all I can hear is the Capital One commercials in my head. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Life is like a wave, bro. Sometimes you shred a wave, and sometimes the wave shreds you.
That sounded like
Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Wait, no, it sounded like there needs to be a little more cowbell. Who does that one?
Will Ferrell.
No.
He does the Will Cowbell.
He does cowbell, but the guy who was on there.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Sounded
Hey,
like whacking.
when I tell you not to do something, you better not do it. Because if you do, I'm going to turn into a James Bond villain and shoot you.
Yeah, it was like the wave shreds you. It was
The wave shreds you. Sometimes you shred the wave shreds you.
Tell you, what am I supposed to be doing? Getting angry?
Samuel L. Jackson.
You are going to be shocked at how celebrities make $10 million overnight. Insert cuss words. Click here to learn her secret.
Yeah, that was all right. Go ahead, do the next one.
Drunk.
Oh, yes! Finally, one I actually know how. I know how to do this one. You're not the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. Hey, do you know Taylor should... Taylor. Do you know Taylor? I know Taylor. Taylor should come out with a rap album. Just so we can see her dance. I'm so happy.
Okay. Okay. Someone needs to open a noodle shop. And call it Batman and Robin. Can I get another beer?
Yeah, you can get another beer. Ooh, this is good for you. How about you be scared?
Oh, okay. Scared of this.
See, when they said this was the naughty one, I was kind of worried. This is kind of tame.
Oh, okay.
This isn't what I thought it was going to be at all.
Jason Momoa is the kind of dirty I can get behind. It's really hard to be scared and say that.
Well, it seems like you're more turned on. Does Jason Momoa do it for you? Does he get your heart going a little
He's
bit?
a pretty man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what, if you're Jason Momoa, do you want to be called a pretty man? Or do you want to be called like Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love?
Does anybody want to be called a hunka?
Yeah, I want to be called Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love.
Hunka burning
I want some, actually what I want is when I walk past someone, a girl faints out of appreciation and not, oh my God, he didn't take a shower today. That's what I want.
I feel like everybody gets really offended by like the choices that people choose to tell you that you look good.
Well, I think Jason Momoa, not only is he a good-looking individual, he's very funny. Like that one commercial he did where he's taking off his body parts and all that, and he sits down as like a string bean. That was freaking hysterical. But he's also a very good actor.
Right.
Yeah. I won't say anything disparaging about Channing Tatum after we had to go to his party and sign the NDA and all that. So, when we were at Mardi Gras, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
We can't talk about that party, but we were there. So I'm supposed to be scared. Don't dwell on my mistakes. Let's see if they press charges first.
See, that made more sense. No, oh, British!
Oh,
Get your talking all British accent.
Oh, British. Oh, I found myself a turkey. A turkey.
What were you going to do with your turkey?
Oh, I'm going to not eat it.
Is it going to be another pet?
I don't know. Well, probably, knowing me.
What would you name your turkey?
Oh, I'll probably name it George.
Oh.
What? How about Goblet?
I was going to say, I think I would name it Gravy.
Or Mr. Feathers. Mr. Feathers.
Mr. Feathers.
Mr. Feathers, please come here.
All right, are you going or am I? Oh my gosh, can I go? We're just talking about
All right,
poultry.
yes, you may go.
Okay.
You may.
I'm more comfortable handling raw poultry than I am sitting next to most people on the bus.
Oh, that's very fantastic. Yes, very
Yes.
good. We're very posh British people. Right now.
Apparently.
Normally, because the other people don't
Oh,
talk
you
this
still have
way.
to go.
I have to do
Why am
mine.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Apparently, I'm gay.
Oh.
Because I'd let Bill Nye experiment on me any day.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, then.
Bill Nye, if you have a...
The naughty guy.
If you want to let me know, give me a shout.
Oh, no.
I don't know how either one of us can pull this one off.
Should we just pick a different one?
We have to be Chewbacca.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know how we're going to do this. You're first.
Oh, nope. Oh, nope. Nope. You sound like a monkey.
Well, that's what he did in Empire Strikes Back. You know, he's like, you're a scruffy looking nerf herder. Laugh it up, fuzzball. But you didn't see how she reacted to me when she expressed her true feelings.
I feel like you won that one. You win.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, then. There's the card.
What?
I don't know.
Nonsense Judge's Choice cartoon character.
Ooh, you get to pick any cartoon character, and we have to do that. I know who I'd pick.
Can we do Pepe Le Pew?
All right.
All right.
Mademoiselle. Could it be? Love at first sight. She's a feisty one, no? I think it is sad how parallel lines never touch.
I really like that. It made me snort.
I heard that. Do you need me to do it again?
No, that's very punny. Puns are the best.
I like my puns honey-covered.
Did I tell you what it was going to be for Halloween?
No.
So I was uninspired, and everybody apparently is like really anticipating what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Huh?
And I'm uninspired this year. And so everybody's like, I can't wait to see what you're going to be. And I was like, I hope it's something good. And so I found this copycat, and it's literally like Control-C for copy. And then it had a bunch of pictures of the cat, but I'm just going to do a picture of George and Jilly because they look like each other, but not quite. And then I'll be dressed as a cat, and I will be a copycat.
All right.
Isn't that punny?
That's good. Good for you. You know what I'm going to be for Halloween? Me.
Ah.
I'm not dressing up this year. Well, the last time I dressed up, I was Shrek.
You were Shrek. And it was fantastic.
Was it?
Yes.
My son yelled at me, "Don't ever shave again, Dad."
I mean, I think you could have just made your beard green. It would have been okay.
Nah, if I do it, I do it all the way.
I know. Okay.
Just like I did the Joker.
Pepe Le Pew. I never saw you as a Joker.
I can talk like him.
Yes. Okay. I wish this cheese was good for you. Ellen, please get on that. I just turned into Indian.
You
Don't
did.
know what just happened.
That was more of poo. Oh, Mr. Simpson, a roll was not a sprinkle.
I really want the cheese.
This should be easy for you.
Oh.
For you are a bloodsucker.
You're welcome.
Vampire.
I want to suck your blood.
Take the first card.
How many of these are we doing?
Well, until we get enough that we can sign them for tomorrow.
I think we have plenty.
Well, why do you hate me? Are you not having fun?
No, I am having fun.
I have to go to work, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just do like 5 more.
All right.
Okay. Vampire. Okay. Now I have Pepe Le Pew in my head.
He's not a very good vampire.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to be a vampire.
Side effects may include all symptoms of the disease.
Well, that's a very old vampire.
Yes, I'd like to be old Dracula.
Old Dracula. I want to be like a really sultry one, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, yes. Let's.
Yeah, no.
Side effects may include all symptoms of disease.
Yes, that.
I'm going to suck your blood and you're going to enjoy it as I drain your body and to make it lifeless form. You're going to scream in ecstasy as my fingers drag slightly across your hairline while I penetrate your neck.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Yes, there you go. You're welcome, ladies and gay men around the world.
Okay. I am sorry. Nope.
That's not even close.
Not even close.
Think Russian.
Oh, but Russian is hard.
Is it?
Yes.
You're always Russian around the house.
You're so funny.
Yeah, you said you like the ponies. Now you don't.
I do like the bunnies. I just do
See
not
right
like
there.
the bunnies
Now
when
do
you're
that.
yelling at me.
Now do that.
I'm sorry, but you're no.
Yeah.
It leaves. Russian is hard to keep.
I pull it out on a whim.
I know, but you're good at it. Okay. It's really. I don't know. I don't know how to do this one. I am sorry, but your baby looks exactly like it smells.
Perfect. That was great. Good job.
That's hard, dude.
Now what are we doing?
Hopefully something that's easier. Valley Girl.
Oh my God, I've been so waiting for this to happen. I can't believe it. Did you know social media is the way to stay connected with people that I avoid in public? Get it, girl. Just get it.
Get it.
You get it, girl. I'll get it, girl. And I'll show my boobs later on social media, not in public.
I don't know what this means. Oh my God. This armrest is Thunderdome. 2 elbows enter, 1 elbow leaves.
Yes, you're fighting over the armrest.
Okay. I was like, I have 2 elbows. I have 2.
Haven't you ever been sitting in the movie theater and the both of you are putting your arm there and you're trying to kind of fight over it?
No.
Oh, well. All right, last one. I'm going to select 4 and you get to try and... Ooh. They're all interesting.
Okay. Why don't you just lay them all out and see if we can do the one with all 4 accents?
What?
What? 1 card, 4 accents. Go.
Oh, 1 card, 4 acts. So you want to do 1 card.
Uh-huh. There's my card.
Okay, and you want to try to do all 4 accents?
Oh my God, this is so my life.
Okay, so now you have to be a gangster.
Oh. I want to be a man cub. I'm not really feeling healthy, but I'm also not really feeling salad.
Hey, yo, bless me, Father, for I have sinned, but not enough about me, huh?
Okay. Now what?
Purring.
Ooh.
Purring. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, but enough about me.
Okay. Not really feeling healthy, but I'm also not really feeling salad.
All right. Now you get to be a stoner.
Oh, so I'm not really feeling healthy. I'm really not feeling salad.
Hey, man, like, bless me, Father, but, for, I have sinned, but, enough about me, man. And then you get to pick any movie character you want.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. That would imply me knowing movie characters. You pick one that you know I can do.
No, because I've been dying to do the one I want to do.
Fine, do it.
Do you know what it is?
Joker.
No! I'm so happy to be here. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Enough about me. How about you? Happy birthday
To me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dance Garage. Happy birthday to you. Oh, Hannah.
You win.
No, you get to do yours as a movie character.
I can't do Stitch.
Well, pick a different one. Do Southern Girl.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Well, bless your heart. I'm not really feeling healthy, but I'm also not feeling a salad.
Ooh, there you go. Good job. All right, so now it's our moment of gratitude. You get to pick a celebrity or someone famous to say your gratitude, because I feel as us as a country, we like to wait until people are dead to say how much they mean to you. So there's one famous person and then someone in your personal life that you can say thankful that they're in your life and what have you.
So my famous person isn't like globally famous.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, she might be, but within the scope of OT.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jane Ayers is kind of like the founder of
Is she still alive?
OT. She is not.
Okay. It
Does
has
that
to be
do
someone
somebody still-
alive.
Okay, fine.
That's
Then
the whole
we'll-
point. Well, just say, all right. So I'll give you two. Give me Jane Ayers. Why are you thankful to her?
She's the founder of sensory integration.
Okay.
So, like, without her, what we do wouldn't quite be the same.
All right.
Okay, we'll do Lucy Jane Miller then. I'm still going to geek out on OT's life.
Who's Lucy J. Miller?
She is also a very important figure in the OT life, where she retired recently, but she was at the Star Center in Colorado. I got to spend a week there and kind of follow in her vision and her footsteps. And the cool thing is that people go there world round for treatment and assistance. And I feel like while I was there, I was learning things, but I was also feeling like we do a lot of those things at Whitworth too. So it was really cool to like have the validation of we're bringing the tools and stuff that we need in a smaller town in a different way. So
she was looking at you in the face. You would say what to her?
thank you for the opportunity for being able to intern with you. That's a really cool thing that you guys offer. Meeting you is very cool.
All right. And then someone that you actually know and is close to you and family and all that.
My mom.
Your mom.
My mom.
So look her in the eyes and tell her what you think.
Looking in the eyes is really hard. I need to take more lap dances.
You need to take more not with your mother.
No, why not? It's a connection.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of connection you want to make with your mom, though.
It's just dancing.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, I'll probably cry. So
That's okay. I've cried on the show before. Did you not watch the one with Jerry? I cried during Jerry's thing.
oh, I've only seen two.
No, I cried during Jerry's.
Thanks for being amazing. Thanks for making me me. And I don't want to cry. So your turn.
Well, I don't know how to top that. I don't think I can. Not even if I had chocolate syrup.
Hot fudge is better.
I don't think that's true. I don't like the word fudge.
Okay.
Because people talked about their peeing and pooping process, and they always called that's where fudge is made, and that makes me grossed out. So I don't like the word fudge.
I'm very sorry.
As you should be. It's all your fault.
I did create it to make your life worse.
You did. So my gratitude moments of the day are. I'm trying to think of. Well, you know what? I'll just give a big thank you to Mr. Bob Euchre, because you have enlightened the world with humor and grace and dignity and never taken yourself too seriously. And that is something that's so rare, especially in the field of baseball. Like, I've met some baseball players who are complete jerk faces because they're too big for their britches. And you've always taken your role in the baseball community and being thankful for just being there. And I'm thanking you ahead of time because I'm gonna. I want to do a charity event with you, and raise money for charity, and also awareness for race and all that, and all the things that you've done. You brought America hilarity for years and years, and I thank you for your contributions to baseball, to Milwaukee, and to all the people that you've touched around the world. You're a fantastic human being, and I hope to one day make this happen where we can have our conversation and raise money for charity and make things better. For the person in my life that I haven't given this any thought. Oh, wait, I have. I want to thank you.
Why?
Because you allow me to film in this area. You gave me an opportunity to make this weird little dream of mine a reality. And you're crying because you're going to make me cry because you're a jerk face.
Yeah.
But you're also a really amazing person. You stand up for what you believe in. You want the world to be a better place. You try and make people laugh and smile and make people know that they're cared about and that you enjoy being around the people that you enjoy being around. And you're truly a treasure. Like, I want the best things in life for you. So I hope that not online dating, you meet someone who's truly amazing, who sweeps you off your feet and takes you on a magic carpet ride without the drugs.
Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve all the happiness and wonderfulness in life. Like, I'm lucky. I'm glad that your cats didn't escape from their enclosure. I saw that today, that you have a hole in your screen.
I do.
And that's not code for anything.
No.
So you're truly amazing and a remarkable person, and I thank you for allowing me to film in your space and advertise you and your company. And I get to MC for you tomorrow, which is going to be really fun. Except for I have no idea what I'm doing.
Gonna be you.
No one wants that. Nope. Nobody wants that.
Yes, they do.
All right. Well, that officially concludes our television show for tonight. I have nothing else planned for the rest of the time. So hopefully I get to see you all again. Maybe not. So just remember to be nice to each other and try and see the world from somebody else's point of view, because you never know what road they've walked. So love you guys. We'll see you again soon. We'll keep the microphones going while we sign the cards, and we'll go from there. Yep. Actually, you get to sign more cards than I do. I've thought about this long and hard. How many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. We don't have enough. I need 52.
Why?
Because that's the number.
Why?
Because that's what we do. And the reason is because if you do a standard deck, it's 52 cards.
Okay.
52 cards times 20 is $1,500 and some odd dollars that you could raise for charity.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to do 30, that's fine. Do 30. What colors do you want?
I don't care.
I have this really cute green there. I have a really bright green. That's fun. I have a Miami Dolphin green. I have purple. I have metallic. I have Jiggy Monsters in my butt. Ooh, I got this really hot pink. Is that a metallic one? Oh, it's a neon.
I'm just signing my name.
Yep.
Like my actual signature?
Or whatever signature you want to use.
Okay.
There you go. Get it, girl.
Well,
That one. Is that pen dead?
I don't know if it's a dead as it needs to be alive.
How do you live it?
I don't know, like that. This one gets a double signature.
Ooh, that'll be a rare one. I wonder if it's the plastic coating that's doing it.
It might be.
So I got that one to work back up again.
Ooh, purple's pretty.
Ooh, that is pretty neat. Did you have fun?
I did.
Was it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
Parts of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what parts?
Like I would have picked a different person.
Why?
Because I remembered Betty White after I started talking.
I gave thanks to Betty White. You can give thanks to Betty White. We're officially done, so it doesn't really count. But what would you say to Betty White?
I mean, she was an innovator as far as like.
Absolutely.
And she's just a delightful person. I don't think anybody can actually hear me, but.
Oh, they can. The microphones are pretty strong.
Really.
Yeah.
But like, I watched first I listened to one of her books, and just listening to her tell her own story was really cool because she's a delightful person to listen to.
Right.
But
Yeah, now you can sign that one too. We'll have a dual. We'll have one or two dual signs.
but yeah, she's just a genuinely happy, kind soul.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever watch her on Match Game back in the day?
Only because I watched a documentary on her.
So go back and watch some of those old episodes with her and Richard Dawson. They had crazy fun chemistry. It was really like, and they always would sit next to each other, and that was fun. It was fun to listen to them. Richard Dawson, I feel like he got a bad rap because everyone's like, he kisses all the women and all that and blah blah blah, and they're like, he's so sick. I don't think that was his demeanor at all. I don't know the man. I could be way off. Ooh, that's a bright pink one. Give me one of those. I'll sign that one. Riding a scooter while carrying a backpack. You call yourself a man? Is that yours or mine?
It was yours.
All right, I want the pink one. Where did the pink one go?
Right here.
All right, I'll do a pink one.
The purple one is like.
Hand me a purple one. We'll do a one with purple and pink. Bret the Hitman Hart made a 20-year career out of wearing pink. He was also tough enough to back it up.
Okay, fun fact: pink is actually originally a male color.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Because of salmon?
It was just a male dominant color.
Oh. Purple used to be the color of royalty. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. I know the aqua and orange is the hard color for me right now.
What they do now?
They're thinking about trading for Deshaun Watson, which is a terrible idea.
Where's my L?
I don't know. Just throw it in there.
Well, it just
throw it in there.
That was really not my signature at all.
I'm only going to get like 7 hours of work in.
I'm sorry.
At best. It's not your fault I couldn't get motivated today.
And you could turn off the camera or whatever and go.
Ooh, you should do one in gold.
Silver's my favorite. But I can do it.
The gold is pretty. In fact, we'll both do one in gold just so we have one gold card. See, isn't that fun?
Don't find that one. That one's so ugly.
That one's ugly. Most babies are too stupid to know what they're wearing.
Who said that one?
I don't know, but that's what it says. Most babies are too stupid to know that they're wearing hand-me-down clothes.
Oh, well, I mean.
But here's the thing. Like, I had, not to rat anybody out, but this is pertinent. So I had a family member of my son's stepdad's brother came into a place that I worked at, and I served him. And on his receipt, he wrote, "I'm not tipping you because I bought your kids Jordans, and that should matter." Jake's like 2 at the time. And my first thought was, you're the dumbass that spent that kind of money on shoes for a kid. Like, what in the hell? What kind of purpose does my son need with a pair of Jordans when he's 2 years old? Is he going to be flying through the air dunking basketballs at 2? No, that was your own stupid fault for doing that. No kid needs Jordans. All right. We'll put these in the sleeves and then we'll call that a day.
All right.
We can do that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll just set them over there. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the air and doing this. You know, you just proved my theory, though, that I have a cold, dead heart. You made me cry on camera. How dare you? You ruined my reputation. You ruined my reputation.
You said you'd already cried on camera, so it wasn't.
How dare you? You ruined my reputation of telling the honest truth. You ruined her. We're no longer friends. I'm mad at you. After tomorrow, we're breaking up as friends. I'm never talking to you again.